difficulties.
Okay, we're live. Hi everyone. I run this channel. You might know me. My name's Gavin the Geek. Actually, no, my name's just Gavin. Why would that's so cringy? Anyways, I'm here with Kid Critic. So
and you thought your name was cringy.
No, my name's even worse. If you're calling yourself a geek unironically, it's not funny.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we're here. Now I gotta put the thumbnail in because it won't let me do it before the live stream for some reason. So I gotta.
All the technical difficulties today.
Well, it's not technical difficulty really. It always happens. I guess it's like a new thing YouTube added. I don't know. YouTube's stupid. Don't please YouTube don't try and cancel me. I don't know.
YouTube is very well known for taking down people for trash talking them.
Exactly. Well, I'm very small, so I don't think they can really do much. I think I should be okay. Apparently, I can't end a thumbnail to this. Okay, there's people here. Hey, look, Ma, I did something. Yeah, you're on a eighth grader's channel. You're on a 14-year-old kid's channel with
living the American dream
with less subscribers than you. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you do have more. What do you actually? No, I was about to say, oh, you have more subscribers than me on your other channel, but then I realized you're like sitting at 260 there.
Yeah, then that wasn't because people liked my content. It was from subbots. Hi, hybrid. Okay, now it's time to do my annual spam this everywhere and ping everyone in Discord because that's the smartest thing to do. It's definitely not going to get me canceled. It's definitely like not at all.
It's the Gavin the Geek way.
Exactly. Okay, so hopefully the chat doesn't turn off. I'll check every once in a while on my phone to make sure it isn't disabled because we don't want our chat to be disabled. Oh, what the heck happened to my camera?
No, it's beginning.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna ask you the first. I'm gonna ask you the first question before it turns off again. What inspired you to start YouTube?
Well, multiple things kind of did. I was not an internet-going kid until I was 11. My mom kept me away from everything when I was younger for good reasons. She didn't want me to, be swept away by some old people. So that's fair enough on her end. But that also made it so that when I was on YouTube, it seemed so wondrous. It was like, oh wow, all this wonderful stuff, and I could do it myself. So yeah, I didn't do it until I was like 13, which is now. Oh. And one channel that inspired me the most was Movie Melee. They shouted me out once before I even started my channel fully, and just like that support alone made me just want to make a million videos because you don't know what what one little shout out can do for a lot of people, honestly. And that's why every now and then if I get asked if they want a shout out, which is not often, surprisingly, I'm probably going to go through with it because I know how it feels to be shouted out by somebody who you like their content.
Oh. The camera did. Of course, now it's not working. Show advanced option. Of course. Oh, great. Okay, so I'm just gonna start working on this while we're doing this whole thing. So yeah, I understand a lot of what you're saying. I think that overall, it's interesting because Movie Melee, I think they have 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, around there.
No, they have 910 something.
How many did they have? How many did they have when he shouted you out?
Well, I started watching their content in 2018, but I didn't start fully watching them until 2019. But I don't know how many subscribers they had back then because that was when I was just starting to get on YouTube. I didn't care about numbers and such. But I fully started watching by I believe 600 subs. That was when I made it, a regular thing. I always got to watch the new upload by Movie Melee, and to this day, it's still it's still going on. I still watch their content. I occasionally pop up a comment or something, and I still really like their content. They're still sticking with it.
Yeah, I think with I I think I heard someone else like I saw your top 10 movie YouTubers, so thank you for putting me on there. But yeah, I think with I might start checking out the content. I haven't really been trying to be active with new movie YouTubers recently because it's just been like it's so hard to keep up. And I've an album I'm planning on coming out. Who knows when that's coming out? I'm still in the works on like writing the next songs, like recording them. I have a lot of ideas, and of course, I'm still trying to catch up with movie content. I got a top 50 favorite movies coming on the way, and there's just like it's so hard for me to keep up with people. But maybe I'll end up checking out the content eventually. Honestly, though, it seems like the Nostalgia Critic seemed like because like your name's Kid Critic, so I don't know. That just like that kind of.
He partly was also the reason why. Honestly, he's partly the reason why. Because spoiler alert, Kid Critic isn't real. But he is definitely one of the reasons that I started YouTube, definitely, because his content was good baby steps for like what a YouTuber who reviews movies should be. I don't care what people say. His content's still funny. Yes, he tramples a little bit, but who cares? His content's still very funny to
me. Okay, like, did the wall review inspire you in any way?
I don't know. Did it inspire your music?
Yeah, it did. It inspired in a lot of ways.
Oh, okay. That doesn't surprise me.
I haven't watched the whole review. I don't really care much. It's one video, but like, it's still funny to bring up in conversation.
I too admit that it is funny to reminisce about when it comes to terrible YouTube videos, but I don't really care about it. Really, it's as a Kid Critic, and no, I was about to say as a Kid Critic fan, I'm just self-centered. As a Nostalgia Critic fan, it really just pains me to even merely think about it at times. So I don't really care about it. I really don't. I haven't liked the video. I have not disliked the video. It stands in oblivion to me.
So you middle liked it. You gave it a middle.
I just kind of. I like what they tried to do, but they really did not do a good job with it.
I looked at it, and I looked at like the last song on the album. It says like SpongeBob theme or something. I don't know if that's the first or last one, but it's on. Like, I don't know what the. What the?
Yeah, for out of nowhere they just sang SpongeBob SquarePants. Like at the ending. I don't know where that came from, honestly.
The thing is, The Wall is my favorite album of all time, and I want to watch the movie really bad because I've heard it's really good. So
it's pretty good. Yeah, I would say so. Cinematography is wonderful.
Yeah, so like talking about like if I didn't get shot, I didn't really get shot. The first shot I ever got was from after credits when he was at like 100 subscribers. I think it was 100, maybe not even, because he shouted me out on his 100 subscribers video, I'm pretty sure. And when that happened, that's when he was just coming back. Like I was commenting on his videos when he was taking another break. This was a while ago. This was over a year ago, and that all happened. And then he shouted me out. And I'm like, yes. And I made a video about it. It's gone. Don't even bother trying to find it because I took it off for very good reasons. But yeah, it's like when you get shouted out by someone, even if it's like small to you. Like, even if it's like a really small number, if you're like a really even smaller, it feels like it feels big. It just does. Okay, so I'm going to try to...
Yeah.
Hi, after credits. Hi, Nathan.
Speak of the devil.
Yo, Fritzky. I'm pretty sure you guys are... yeah, I remember. He was in your top 10 favorite movie YouTubers video as well.
Number 6, yeah. I definitely am changing up my list. I think that you're a number 8 now. Ralph the Movie Maker's out. I have to think of like who actually I need to redo that list sometimes. I'm not gonna make a video on it ever again because that video took far too long to make. But I definitely should redo my list just so that it meets current standards.
Yeah, once my top 50 video goes out, I'll be in your top 5 for sure. Okay. Oh my god, a non-music video related for shut up.
How is this possible, Gavin?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like I have other movie videos on my channel. What YouTube channel?
It's not like I have other interests. No, with the music.
Wait, aiding that shut up by Movie Melee as well?
What?
He said, what channel are you guys talking about? The one that shouted out Aiden. I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't know if that's it or
Oh,
not.
I think they're talking about Movie Melee. Yeah.
You
My
should-
name's such a typo producer. I've had some people who said that they accidentally typed my name out as Satan. So there's that. And then there's, of course, the Aiden. There's too many Aidens to count. I think someone tried saying my name with a Z, even though I perfectly typed it out with 2 X's.
Yes, yeah, I forgot there's like 2 X's on the front of your name. Okay. I'm just used to calling you Kid Critic or like Critic or something along those lines.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Anyone see what happened to Erickson just now? Who's Erickson?
Who's Erickson? Was he a part of the Logan Paul Mayflower fight? Because that seems to be a big old fad right now. Erickson. Turns out it's a civil and military aviation. No, I do not know what happened to Erickson.
Okay. Any plans for the summer? I'm planning on actually gonna try to get some real life friends. Yeah, that's not gonna work, but we'll see. Besides that, not much else. I will be gone for a week though, because my parents wanted to go for a cabin for a week, so I won't be posting at all. But I'm gonna try to get my top 50 movies video up before I go. So that's my goal. I'm halfway through it, so. Okay, so the next question. What was the first movie you remember seeing?
I've said it once, I'll say it again. Toy Story. My mom at first told me that it was a movie called Elmo and Grouchland, but she then corrected herself pretty recently, like a year back ago, and said that yeah, it's Toy Story, which doesn't surprise me at all. I watched that movie a million times when I was younger, and I'll watch it a million times more. It's easily in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, just simply because of how many times I've rewatched it. But sorry, yeah, I think that Toy Story is a perfect movie for a kid to watch because it's one of those movies that teaches you about friendship and how it comes from the weirdest places, and it's just perfect moral.
Yeah, that's probably the first movie I remember seeing, the Toy Story movies. It's like when you ask anyone like around our age or even a millennial, they probably are going to say like Toy Story or something along those lines, because that's just kind of, I don't know, that's just kind of how that's just what it is. And didn't Nostalgia Critic make a video on Elmo and Grouchland? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he did. I remember that review. That was a very funny one.
That's like one of his funniest videos, honestly. Like I think sometimes Nostalgia Critic can be kind of repetitive, but like sometimes when he really just goes all out, that's when he's the funniest.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question, since no one's typing anything in the chat. Did you watch anyone before starting YouTube? Like I know maybe it was Movie Melee, or did you discover? I think you discovered them after you started, but like who are some people, did you watch them before you started YouTube, like any movie reviewers?
Of course I watched Movie Melee and Nostalgia Critic. I also watched a lot of Sean Chandler Talks About, as did everyone else who is a critic on this popular standpoint in the internet. But also I watched a little bit of Chris Stuckman, a lot of Jeremy Jahns. I hoping I'm saying that right. I made it sound a little bit better. Jeremy Jahns. But I really liked his content. It's just good, fast-paced content. God, who else did I watch really? I honestly watch a lot more YouTubers of like, I'm not gonna lie, I watch a lot of gaming YouTubers, honestly, because like, of course I have much more interest than YouTube, but when it comes to YouTube, not a lot of interesting movie content is out there. Unless, like, of course, Movie Melee or something, all those people.
And Gavin the Geek.
I was like, who did I watch before this? I was going to be like, you guys, but then I realized, oh no, I didn't realize you guys existed until like less than like about a year ago from now, actually.
Yeah. All I watched really was Sean Chandler, I think. Sadly, it's like, I don't know, like his older videos are a lot. Honestly, I'd actually say those might be actually better because he didn't do the same thing over and over again. and I like his live streams sometimes, but like I unsubscribed to him. I'm not a fan of his content. Like he doesn't seem like a terrible dude. He seems like an okay dude, but like I don't know. I just don't like his content anymore. It's like it gets to the point where you just can't. I just don't like watching it. Oh yeah, speaking of since you said you watch gaming videos, did you watch any epic Fortnite gameplay?
I'm not gonna lie, I did at one point. I watched a lot of Laserbeam a couple months back. A little bit of Fresh. I honestly don't watch, the big ones like Ninja or Lachlan because those people just those people urge you the wrong way. I don't know why. They stink of corporate. They stink of corporate, commodity with them.
Really? I mean, I don't like Lachlan, but I don't know how he stinks of. I don't know. I haven't watched. The thing is, I was at one point where I was in that sort of Fortnite phase thing, where that's
we
like.
All have. God forbid ourselves.
I think everyone around our age has before.
I mean, I still played the game occasionally, honestly, because I poured $8 into it. I'm not just gonna give up.
I spent more than that when I was actually playing it. I uninstalled it though. For good reason. Let's see. Okay, the chat isn't disabled. It's just no one's watching it. Yeah, I need
a single person is me because I'm checking out on my 2008 laptop. So,
Yeah, I think it's because I need
lively interview.
You're just not. You're like you're a D-list celebrity. I need my C-listers.
Way to strike me with honesty, Gavin.
I did.
D-list, at least put me in C, Gavin.
You have to at least be at like 100,000 to be. Actually, no. Sean Chandler's like an E-list celebrity. You're above him.
Take that, Sean Chandler.
Yeah, and I'm an A-list celebrity, so.
Oh yeah, because you got so many more subs than me.
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, combined with my other channel that I used to have.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Okay, that's about 500 in total. If you include my old second channel that I used to have that I don't have anymore, that's about 20.
Oh, that doesn't count. We haven't used that in a year, Gavin.
That's about 40. It still counts. It's about 40. And then if you count my new channel that I use for music, that's another 20. Meaning I have about 560 people. So I have more subscribers than you.
Technicalities, God.
Okay. So the fourth one. The fourth question. What is your favorite movie?
I've said it once, I'll say it again. I do not have a favorite movie. And when people go to my letterbox, they're just like, yeah, you do. It's Beetlejuice. I'm just like, I'm an idiot, and I didn't know that was numbered. I didn't know that went from like worst to best. I legitimately didn't. But like that's just a common misconception. Common misconception with a lot of people. I don't have a favorite movie because you can't. For me, it's so difficult to just choose a single movie out of the possibly billions of movies out there. I have to choose a single one to be my favorite. I'm never going to do that because that's just far too much pressure.
But you haven't seen billions of movies.
Yeah, exactly. There's always going to be a new one. So why make myself look like an idiot just like saying, hey, this is my favorite movie. Oh, Breakfast Club, which you can't even see over there, that's my favorite movie. Oh, what's this? Sonic the Hedgehog 2? The best movie ever made.
No, favorite. It'll be the third one. The third one will be the best.
Oh, the third one will easily be the best, huh?
I feel like with the thing is, trust me, trust me, you don't need to be afraid of just looking like an idiot when you do it. I have done it 3 times in a row. Okay, you can't beat that.
Shawshank Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Hey, you're not even saying in the right order. It was first The Dark Knight, then it was Shawshank, then it was 12 Angry Men for a little bit, and then it switched back to Shawshank. Then it was The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Actually, no, it was Fight Club. Then it was The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And it's debatable whether it's going to be It's a Beautiful Day or not. I'm pretty sure Perks of Being a Wallflower is going to win, though. You see how confusing this is?
Yeah, that's why I don't have a favorite.
I have a top 50 I have to keep track of.
And it's constantly just moving around, changing.
Exactly. I have to do a whole video about it. Okay.
God.
Okay. I hope you have favorites for other categories in film because I have a lot down for this. Favorite
That's good.
director.
That's good. I can do categories. Depending
Right.
on the category.
Or like not categories, but like like my number 5 one. Who's your favorite director?
Uh, hmm. Unlike favorite movie, I think that this one's much more diverse. Because it depends on like how many good movies the director's made. I think I said Tim Burton. I might be like I think I might be a little bit over my head when I said that. It's just childhood nostalgia. He made every movie that I watched when I was younger. One of his movies made it onto my wall. I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory all the time. I watched Beetlejuice all the time. Of course, I literally have a collection of all of not all of his like all of his movies, but no, I have a collection of just a lot of his movies on Blu-ray. This is like 7 movies right in this alone. That just goes to show I bought this with my own money. By the way, this was not cheap. But I think that honestly, yeah, he's still my favorite director. He's produced much more good than bad, honestly. And even though like he's made some bad movies like Dark Shadows, which I personally really like, or Dumbo, which I also personally like. That's one of my favorite Disney remakes. But I think that he still produces great content.
I agree. I don't really have nostalgia for his movies, but I love his movies because I've watched all 19 of them, and I can safely say most of them I love. There's definitely some ones I really don't like. Like I hate Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's like I love the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so that's part of the reason why it's I think my least favorite. But even like Dark Shadows I think is okay. Dumbo is just it's fine, I guess. And like I mean, but it's like when you get to like his highs, like you get to his peaks, like Edward Scissorhands, Sleepy Hollow, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber on Fleet Street. Like he really can direct great films.
And this, I haven't even hung this up yet, because it doesn't fit the frame, so I'm gonna probably have to get a new poster for it. But yeah, that's not the only. I also have a framed picture of. You know what? Actually. There's just it goes from Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Jack Skellington, and Aliens from Mars Attacks. And then next, I'm going to show you the lock of hair that I collected beneath my bed. I have way too much memorabilia.
Okay, well that was cool. I really do like Tim Burton. I like David Fincher. I think maybe a bit more. I kind of debate with both of them, but I understand Tim Burton's a great director. Okay, favorite actor.
I would like to watch more Fincher movies.
Yeah. I mean, he's made some great films. Who's your favorite actor?
That's actually not as diverse as director to me, honestly. I always am clashing with people like Johnny Depp or Nicolas Cage. I don't say Nicolas Cage is a godsend. And then there's just like, and then is this like the same thing as actresses, or are we only going for male people?
Actor and actress.
I'd have to say Emma Stone then, because she just hasn't really made a bad movie from what I recollect.
Oh, I meant actor.
I mean, Legally Blonde exists, but
okay. I meant actor or actress, so it could be anyone. Just it has to be one.
So yeah, I definitely say Emma Stone. She just hasn't produced a bad movie, at least one that she's in. And she always puts up a pretty good performance. Even in like the movies where she's like one note, like Superbad, she's still great in those. And she was in one of my favorite movies of 2021, Cruella. So there's that.
I haven't seen Cruella.
Very good, I will say. I don't know if you'll love it, but I think you will find enjoyment in it because the cinematography is great, the colors are great, so visually interesting, and the writing's really good.
Exactly, and I'm a pretentious nerd, so of course I'm only looking at cinematography.
You're one of those artistic assholes.
Yeah, exactly. But
Short,
seriously,
harsh way of mentioning it.
though, I think. I mean, this is random, but like, I think people overlook like how much cinematography really matters, and I
It
feel like,
matters a lot, yeah.
yeah, it really does. Like, it's how the film looks.
Yeah.
If the film looks like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I don't think I'd want to watch it.
I like Charlie the Chocolate Factory. It looks pretty good. It's visually interesting. Has some CGI problems, but it still holds up at least.
I mean, I don't think it holds up very well, but fair enough.
I literally watched it like 2 nights ago. I had a good time watching it. I can see what a lot of people have problems with. Johnny Depp is not a very good Willy Wonka, I think.
The thing is, he kind of dives more into creepy than Willy Wonka did in that movie. If you know what, I'm not gonna say it, but I think you know what I mean.
You mean creepy in the remake?
In both. I mean, he's not really creepy.
I was just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. The old one was hella creepy.
Well, I mean, it was kind of creepy in that one, but I mean, like, I don't know. I just like got a weird, like, with this weird hair and everything, like.
Yeah, the hair I don't get. It's very obviously a wig.
And like, I think with it, it's like he gives me vibes of a certain thing. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I think everyone that's watching this video knows what I mean. But like, he gives me more of that vibe of someone that likes kids a little bit too much. I'm not gonna say any more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Emma Stone. Now, going back to her. I think Emma Stone. Emma Stone's a really great actor. I haven't seen her in a ton. I need to see her more. I saw her in La La Land. She was great in that. Besides that, I haven't seen her much. I saw her in Arrival.
It's one of the things that I have not seen actually. I've heard great things though.
I mean, it's great. I think some people overrate it though. Okay, the next one. Who is your favorite screenwriter?
I remember you asking this to someone because, like the pretentious a-hole I am, I was just like, oh, what if I got interviewed one day? And you always ask screenwriter, and I'm just like, oh, I better look up screenwriters. And I never ended up doing that. So 1 second, let me just search up screenwriters because I don't know what screenwriters really. I don't really know what they do, honestly. As a critic, I kind of feel like I should know what that is.
They write the script. They write the script, you idiot.
I don't know. I for some reason searched up Screenwriters Guild. Jesus Christ, I feel bad that I honestly don't know any. I mean, I guess Guillermo del Toro. I think that he's a great writer when it comes to films. I feel like he's more of a producer, though, honestly.
I've only seen one Guillermo del Toro movie that I think he only produced. I don't think he wrote it. Oh, great. My screen froze. I'm frozen. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's
No, this can't be happening. It's not possible.
There we go. Finally. Okay, there. Take that, internet. So what I was trying to say was, what was I saying?
I'm not even making a joke here. I literally don't remember. You're talking about Guillermo del Toro with the only movie that you saw.
I saw one Guillermo del Toro movie that I think he only produced, which was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That was good. I think the only one I think I've seen that he's directed was, I forgot the name, Mimic. I think it was called Mimic, and it was okay. It wasn't very good. I need to see more.
I recommend films like Pan's Labyrinth because that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I've heard that's great. I need to see Chronic. I heard some great things about it. I just need to see.
Hellboy movies are good as well.
Oh yeah, I've seen Hellboy. I've seen Hellboy 1, and I saw part of Hellboy 2. So I've seen Hellboy 1. I remember liking it, but I don't know. I gotta see more of his movies. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. Okay, so let's see. There's a couple people in the chat from a while ago. Gav. Yeah, that's my name. Wear it out.
That's his name. Don't wear it out, or else you'll have to buy him a new one. God knows he needs it.
Oh yeah, I do. Hello, gentlemen. Hi, welcome to my dead chat. I have a dead server, a dead chat, and a dead channel. So let's go.
Let's go for 4, baby.
Exactly. Okay. 8th question. What is your favorite TV show?
It is either Stranger Things or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I think I'm gonna have to go for Fresh Prince since I've seen the entire series and I've only gotten into 1 season of Stranger Things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wanted to get to season 2, but just I had the same problem with the first season. It just is so slow on arrival. And I mean, like, yeah, it's a little bit interesting in the beginning, but it's not like enough to grab my attention like it does in later episodes. But I know I can't skip it, or else I'll miss, minor plot points that I need to know. So Fresh Prince it has to be, because I think that Fresh Prince is the best sitcom ever made, honestly.
I haven't seen Fresh Prince. I've seen Will Smith. I don't have anything else to say.
How do you not see? Like, how do you not see Will Smith? Honestly,
Finish Stranger Things. That's all I have to say. Oh God. Okay. So, anyways, for the one person that's watching, ask some questions. Okay, we need them before this ends up being 35 minutes, and he ends up blocking me on Discord and Instagram because this is all my fault that it's happening. I'm just gonna start pinging.
That one person might be me.
I'll just start pinging everyone. Yeah. Good afternoon. Okay, yeah. Sorry, my internet's just really slow. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as you could probably tell. Are you just gonna spam it everywhere? Is that exactly what you're doing?
What? No. What are you talking about, huh? I'm talking about that.
Okay. Let's see. How many more chats? Let's see. Good afternoon. Your mom looks like King Janu. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't even know, but it sounded funny.
Okay. Oh, I accidentally. Oh, dang it! I sent this in. I sent this in someone's new videos chat, and I sent it in the wrong one.
Oh no! That sucks.
Okay,
I've been one of those people too.
I'm gonna get banned. Okay, there we go. I sent it in the right one. I have a question. Why is Kid Critic so cool? He's not.
Sucks. Thank you so much, random channel that I do not know of. Why am I so cool, huh, Gavin? I think this would be best to explain by you.
You're not cool. You suck. You need my views. That's why you're on here. You need my stats.
Oh yeah, because I'm just falling apart without them.
Yeah, you are falling apart without me. I'm keeping your channel together.
I'm like 280 and I'm still going strong.
Okay, so my next one. Okay, so favorite movie YouTuber. I know it, but sure, go on if you want.
Movie Melee.
Okay, that's all you have to say.
You know the rules, and so do I. Say goodbye.
Okay. Favorite genre.
Who? I think comedy is my favorite genre. I think that I would say horror, but there are just I just really like comedy movies. Whenever I'm on a streaming service, I'm never not in the mood for a comedy. There's a certain mood I have to be in for horror, and that's the mood of I'm bored as hell. So give me something that can scare my pants off. So that's pretty much the only time that I really watch horror movies, unless I need to do a video on them. But which is very rare. I think the comedy is just a very subversive genre, and it usually leaves me laughing on the floor.
Okay. Do you like new comedies or no?
What?
Do you like newer comedies or not very much.
I like newer comedies. Yeah, honestly, I enjoy a good comedy of the modern age. I think that old comedy is for a certain. I mean, it's like old comedy, huh? It's not as good as our Seth Rogens and our Seth Rogens.
And there's
Seth Rogens, but I think that old comedy is for a certain kind of thing. I love slapstick, which is one of the reasons why I love shows like Three Stooges, Tom and Jerry, and such. But I don't think those are part of the same exact genre. But old comedy is a certain thing where it's just like it's for a certain audience. It's not a very broad audience. It's for pretty much anybody who wants to see what comedy was like back then. But I think newer comedy kind of works. It's less about like physical comedy or comedy that's like all about things that like are. It's more of like situations now that are comedic and like how characters react to it that can create comedy. Like as I said before, Seth Rogen, one of my favorite comedians of all time. He and Evan Goldberg write these movies that are just so perfectly paced. And then there's what's his name? What's the director who made Scott Pilgrim and
Edgar Wright.
Like the Simon Wright comedies? Yes, Edgar Wright. He makes great comedies, zooming fast, and he's able to just make a good comedic scenes, like just a lot of good comedic scenes.
Edgar Wright. I've seen Baby Driver and I've seen Scott Pilgrim from him. I love both of them. I need to see the Cronow trilogy eventually. I love those movies. I think with new comedies, it's like they're either really bad or they're really good, and there's normally not really a middle to that at all. I don't know why there just isn't, because there's some terrible stuff out there. I can't really. I don't watch a ton of new comedies, but like, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. I can't think of any, but I know some really bad ones. I just can't think of any. But
there's all the movies, like a epic movie, disaster movie.
Oh, I've heard of those. Those are like one of the few films I think I'm gonna try to make sure I never watch. Because
do yourself a favor, don't. Superhero movies kind of a decent one, I guess, but we don't get into that.
I'm trying to think. There's very little that just. I love older comedies. Like, you see, like slapstick. I recommend Charlie Chaplin's films. He's a 20s director. Do you know who Charlie Chaplin is?
Yeah, I'm aware of him. Yeah.
Have you seen his films?
I have not. I've meant to get into them because I think he did a ranking at one point. I was just like, oh wow, this guy seems really funny. I better watch him. Never really got into it because I don't spend a lot of money on films, and I don't know the last time that I've seen a physical copy. And I especially don't buy a lot of digital films unless like they're on a hyper sale. Just because what's the point of getting something on digital when I can get it in real life and I can save it with me, even though I am have a crippling addiction to getting digital movies, but it's fine. That's a story for another day. I think that like if I was to watch it, I would have to be a little bit older because then I could actually like spend my own money on it instead of working out my mother's pay card, so I can just give her my money. She uses her money to be given to me. I just feel like that would just be a weird occasion. I'm just gonna wait until I'm a bit older and can have the money for myself, so I can just buy it for myself and actually have my own opinion on it there. That went into a big old tangent that didn't need to go on, but I would only watch that on certain occasions, which is occasions where I can buy it on a pretty large sale at least.
Do you have HBO Max or no?
What?
Do you have HBO Max or no?
Yeah, I have HBO Max.
Okay, it's on there. They're on there.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely watch a couple then.
Yeah, I don't know if they took them off. I'm pretty sure they didn't because they're part of the Criterion collection, and there's so many like old movies like that are on HBO Max that are part of the Criterion collection that you can watch. Like for the very few people that are actually watching this, or if you're watching the replay, if you haven't seen if you have HBO Max and you haven't seen Charlie Chaplin's movies, or you haven't checked out any of the Criterion collection, I highly recommend it. There's even there's so many stuff on there, it's insane.
Yeah, Modern Times is on HBO Max. This one isn't. Then there's The
The
Kid
Great
from
Dictator, I
19.
think, is on there.
That's available. Yeah, a lot of his movies are available. So yeah, I'll definitely get to watching them because he is one of those like directors who I actually have wanted to see for a long period of time.
Mhm.
Just haven't gotten to it because I just didn't really want to spend money on it.
Well, now you don't have to. So
Loopholes. Thank God for streaming services, or else I'd be lost.
okay, number 11. So you've been on YouTube for quite some time. You know what you're doing. I hope. Do you have
Oh,
any?
I wouldn't say so myself, but it's nice of you to say.
Okay. Do you have any advice for other creators?
I think a lot of problems with modern day creators is that they always have certain goals that, in my eyes, are not of the greatest intentions. I see so many YouTubers now are saying, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's just like, that's never been my style. Personally, I don't care about, like, you know, when people like you or other people do it, because you're not just kind of like asking every 20 seconds. So this is a pretty good movie. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And God damn it, if you don't like, comment, and subscribe, I'm coming to your house and destroying your poster of Back to the Future. That went on as well. But I think that it's just a problem that a lot of people just want money, fame, and all that stuff. And I think that do YouTube because of a couple reasons for me, honestly. Do YouTube because it's something that inspires you to become a better person, as it did for me. Do YouTube because it's something that you really want to do and you're willing to put the time and effort into actually making decent content. And do YouTube because, well, it's just a wonderful place to be, honestly. I wouldn't have made half of the friends that I have now if it wasn't for YouTube. So just do YouTube because do YouTube for you. Do YouTube for you. Don't do it just for money or fame or power or anything like that. Not that you can get power from YouTube.
Okay, well, I gotta end this broadcast then. I have to listen to your advice. Okay, well, I guess I can't do it for the money anymore. I have to actually try now.
Oh, I gotta actually try now.
Yeah, but honestly, I see what you're saying. It's like people do that so much. It's like I see these like videos. Like there's so many videos, like not even just movie videos, but there's like people saying like there's like this guy. There's like so many people that like, comment, and subscribe, or this spider will go in your bed at night if you don't subscribe.
So much.
Also, why do people care about likes so much? They don't do anything. Like they don't do
They really
anything.
do not change all that much in the algorithm. Honestly,
they don't. They're not even in the algorithm, except for the like to just like.
It's just a sign that people enjoy the video. So let them enjoy it on their own terms. Don't be like, okay, in the next 5 seconds, you got to do it. Just do like, comment, and subscribe in 5 seconds. Dear God.
What would they comment anyways? Like, so they're supposed to comment, but what do you want them to comment?
Yeah, I have seen people be like, in 5 seconds, like, comment, and subscribe. What are they gonna comment? The letter B?
I liked and subscribed.
But I couldn't comment. I'm a failure, Collins Key. I'm a failure.
Okay. Well, I see what you're saying. It's like there's so many people that just say like, comment, and subscribe 57 times, and it's annoying. So.
I don't think you're one of those people though. Like I joke a lot about like, you know, you being a greedy man, but you're really not. You're just a dude enjoying what you're doing on YouTube. You're not constantly saying like, comment, and subscribe. I have nothing against people who are like, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe at the end of the video. Or I actually don't know too many people that I know of that I talk to are saying make sure to like. People like say like and subscribe. Yeah, I really care.
Sometimes I think I might say it on accident. It's just the way to put it out as the extra. Like make sure to like, and so like it's just a way I do the outro, and I can't get out of it. I think I've gotten out of it recently, like out of the habit of trying to do it. But like it's like when you start, like the thing is like when you see so many people do it, you end up kind of doing it, and it's like I try to do it as steadily as possible. Like that's the thing. Like you barely ever notice it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the next question. What is something you regret doing when you started YouTube? This is my favorite one. As for everyone that has watched these live streams, let's do this. Meeting me.
I'm really not embarrassed by all that much, honestly, when it comes to my channel.
Besides
Starting it is one thing. Of course I did there, but really, I'm not actually like embarrassed by too much on my channel. I would say my hair is the most embarrassing thing, because like if you look back on my first video, have you seen the Wrong Turn movies?
I've seen what your hair. I saw you're going on the break thumbnail. It's like down here.
Yeah, I look like a homosexual mutant from one of those Wrong Turn movies. I look like an axe murderer in those.
Okay. Okay.
See, it's not just your hair that I make fun of.
You could though. You could. I need to change my profile picture. I need to change it to something.
You're just going. I mean, like, to be fair, I kind of do the same. I just go.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my best
there. Yeah, I mean, I think your biggest regret, if I were you, my biggest regret would be meeting this 14-year-old kid that looks like a 12-year-old, and actually going on an interview with him. But you know, I seriously though, I guess like your hair is not that bad. Your hair now isn't that bad, but I mean.
I think my hair has definitely had a bit of a resurgence. People have called since I got my haircut the short haircut era, the short hair era. And you know what? I feel like I definitely have changed my content since I changed my haircut. As weird as that seems.
So when you change your content, so you change your hair, your content gets better, I guess.
Yeah, it's as if this hair has magical powers. Thank you, great clips. What did they do to this hair to make me so awesome? Okay,
well that was interesting. The next one, number 13. What editor do you use?
I use a little app called UCut. It's just perfect. I use my phone for everything. I'm using it for this interview right now. What a coincidence. Not really. But I use my phone for everything. I use it to film my videos. I use it to edit, and I also use it to just do everything. My phone is my livelihood, honestly, when it comes to the outside world. I mean, I have my computer here, but this can barely run YouTube because it's from 2008. So,
okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Ah!
That scream, you're just like, you sounded so like horrified. Ah, God, my screen is out. Whatever will I do?
Someone just, hey, Clank of the Geek, you came in at a really bad timing, but yeah. Yeah. So going back to what you were saying, I actually used to use UCut in my really old videos, and they were really bad.
I think they definitely had a resurgence because I've used them for every single one of my videos, honestly.
I will say for you using UCut, I mean, just the thing is, it's like for you, you probably are using UCut the best anyone could. I will say that much. I
think that like. Going back to like this is kind of going back to like the question of what would you say to new content creators? I always wanted to make my content like the big leagues, like of course Sean Chandler, Jeremy Johns and stuff like that, and that would require shortcuts. You know, you would have to cut it like after like a millisecond of you saying a word, and that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But I think I've managed, luckily. To actually make decent content with an app. I didn't know that anyone else used UCut, honestly.
Yeah, I'm like the only person I know that uses it. I will say though, Power Director is better, which you can also get in your phone. The only flaw with that is there's a watermark, but besides that, I think it's fine.
Yeah, the watermark always is just like, no, I can't make content. That's also like the one reason why I was just like, yeah, I need to use UCut because it doesn't, plaster me. Also, I found a little trick. UCut does this weird thing where you can only post like up to 20 videos, and that could be a pain in the ass for us. So you know what I do? I do this thing. It's a little bit of a pain, but it's a matter of remembering what video you last put on there. You basically just have to just press the plus button, and you can just add as much videos as you want. It starts glitching out a little bit by 8 minutes, but I don't really make too many 8-minute videos, honestly, so it works out for me in the end.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know. I used to use UCut. I upgraded to Power Director, and now I use WeVideo, which I pay for. Well, my parents paid for it, I guess, like a Christmas present or something like that, and they pay for that yearly. But besides that, yeah, I think you're probably using it the best anyone could. I'll say that much. Yeah, it's really all I can say.
It's just a matter of working with what you got, and I got what I got, so I can't really complain because it's
Also,
working out well in my favor.
also going out to like the quick cuts thing. I've never really been a fan of those. Like I like it when people go on for like they make it look like they're going on for a long time while talking. Like I like it when people do that. I think it's like I don't know, that appeals to me more. It makes it feel more natural. Like when it's like so quick cutting and like
Yeah,
so polished, it's it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like natural to me. Like that's why in my videos I'll go on for like long spiels in a video. And I like doing that because even like as long as I don't like sound really out of breath or like really nasally, I keep that in there because I think it sounds better.
yeah, that explains actually quite a bit. I really like that's why I'm kind of doing it a bit more in my videos. Like there are occasionally like long cuts that go up to 45 seconds, but I have such a problem with tripping over my words, as you can see in this interview a lot. And I'm constantly making mistakes, and I couldn't imagine doing that 24/7. That's why I do this really monotonous thing where I film, I stop, I edit that down. I film, I stop, I edit that down, and then I polish it all up by the end of it because I just can't really do the whole film for like a half an hour and then edit all that down. It's just not easy for me. It
Yeah.
just isn't.
Yeah. Like I don't edit for half an hour. What I'll do is like I'll talk for like maybe 1 minute, sometimes even two. And I keep that in. Like it depends on like what it is, because like my top 50 movies video, some are like for 30 seconds long. Like what I'll do is I'll talk for like a whole movie. I'll talk about a whole movie, no, regardless of how long my script is. Sometimes like the ones I've been doing, some of them are like a minute long, and they take forever to shoot, but it's like it's worth it in the end because it's like the way I want it to be. And after I get that down, I put that down, and I put it into like the editor and like the room I'm using editing thing. I put that in, and then I record it again, and then I just keep on doing that, and sometimes I'll edit along while I do it.
Yeah, it definitely works out in your favor because it makes your content pretty easy to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say though, like I said before, you're doing a very good job for using a not the best editor.
Yeah, I for like the only thing I can't really use it for is my trailer reactions. I basically with that I just use an app called VN Editor. I probably should use that regularly, but UCut's just so much easier for me to use now. Honestly, it's to the point where I legitimately think that it's just the only thing I can use. But for trailer reactions, if I need to like place a video over my video, UCut ain't gonna do that job. So VN Video Editor it is. Takes like half an hour for them to make the video like able to put on, but it's fine.
Yeah, okay. I don't do trailer reactions very often, but I could see how that'd be frustrating since I've used UCut for a while too as well. Okay, so number 14. What favorite hobby besides YouTube or anything related to that? So that includes watching movies and such like that.
I don't really have too many hobbies. I've tried to get into art. I can't because I'm very untalented in that avenue. I've attempted dance, nearly broke my back. And really I would say like if it counts, I just play a lot of video games. Honestly, I don't have too many hobbies. I'm a very sad human being on this earth, but works for me.
I mean, look what I'm doing. I could be like spending nights at my friend's house, tons, and if they would bother to. But look what I'm doing. I'm sitting here interviewing another stranger from the other side of the country. Seriously though, it's actually fun to be here, and I choose to be here. As much as I make jokes about me not having friends, yeah, I mostly am joking about that. Mostly. Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'll play video games too. Sometimes I'll just.
I think there was a cut here. Yeah, there was a cut. Oh boy. Oh no. The website got the final breath. No. No, this is bad. Oh, well, 1 second. He might be able to check the chat, I think. You bugged out, man. Lol. Yeah, one of those bastards who says lol, sue me, I guess. Like I said, I used my phone, so that's why I had to clink around my phone. Sorry, I had to get view of my thumb. Oh no, he's gone. Ah, no. He'll return anytime soon. Technical difficulties, like that's what I was saying in the beginning of the video, just technical difficulties because we had some problems in the beginning. Like it wouldn't let me show my camera or, unmute. And yeah, it was hell to pay. It was hell to pay. No one's watching right now probably, but yeah. This is a house of madness. This is one for the record book now, is it? Longest amount of time while being awkward in an interview by yourself. I'll be attempting a world record at that. This is not working well. Yeah, I think he bugged out. Yeah, he definitely bugged out. Yeah, 1 second. I will have to try and manage this the best that I can. I'm gonna see if I can actually. Sorry, I have to flip you right side up because. I always gotta text him when stuff like this happens because it's just probably got that message. Sorry. My thing just cut out, so it was just what's happening? Network 98, I can see your comment. I don't think it'll let me plaster it up there, but actually, yeah, it won't. I can see your comment though. I'm sorry, Gavin. He bugged out. Oh yeah, he didn't get my my text. Yeah, I think something's up. If you got any questions, go on ahead because this is quite awkward just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I don't feel like leaving yet because there's so many possibilities for next questions. Actually, did I bring a water bottle? I need my water bottle for it. There we go. There we go. Gavin is not here right now, sadly. As sad as it is, it's really sad. But if they made a root beer movie, Heist movie, my bad, huh? What would happen if they made a root beer movie? Heist movie, yeah, word. That'd be very exact. What are they stealing? What, are people stealing root beer for a heist, or are root beer stealing things? I don't know what root beer would need to steal, but are they stealing? That's very. I feel like you need to articulate a bit more with that question. That was a loud clunk of water, jeez. Yeah, won't let me show your question front and center because I'm not exactly the host of the the broadcast, but yeah. Zayden, once Gavin comes back, tell him the movies you disagree with him on. I actually agree with him a lot of the time. There are very few times. Movie Micah, what's up, man? I would show your comment up there, but Gavin's not here, and I'm not the host, so yeah, I don't know what happened. Gavin just kind of glitched out, and now he's just gone. I don't disagree with Gavin a lot of the time though. Like I have minor disagreements per se, but I've never full on disagreed with him. I think they're like I just need to watch certain movies that he probably has a weird opinion on. Far From Home, yeah, Far From Home. That is a movie that I very much disagree with him on because I think it's decent. It's a good movie. I think I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. I would definitely have to give it a 8.8 out of 5. 8.8 out of 5. 8.8 out of 10. My bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, this gets rather monotonous. Nothing going on. This turned out to be one hell of an interview, and I did it. But yeah, I definitely do disagree with him quite a bit on Far From Home. Why do they even hate it? I think it's more of a matter of I can see why he dislikes it. It has its problems, I think Mysterio, even though I think he's a good villain, I think that he definitely could have used a bit more work to become a villain. But I think he's a good modern day representation of Mysterio. But I have heard that's one reason. Another is because it's not exactly a good mix of Peter Parker and Spider-Man, but I think it actually is one of the better ones. I'm sorry. Honestly, I think it has even more Peter Parker in there than Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know. I don't think that Homecoming and Far From Home are good Spider-Man movies, but I think they are definitely very good movies. Okay, Gavin just texted me. He says he's gonna see if he can fix it. So hopefully he keeps his word there because this is very awkward for me. He ignores the things that were good in the. I don't think he does that. I think there's a common misconception with a lot of critics that I've been told that as a critic, all I want to do is just and he's back. Dear
okay.
God, thank God, because this was very awkward.
So you've been taking over my stream. Okay. Well, that's it. Okay. Ban Kid Critic. Ban XXX, and there we go. How long have I been gone for? I don't even know.
You were gone for about, I would like to say 5 minutes. I was talking to Network 98 here about Far From Home, and he wanted me to talk to you about it.
Here we go. This is gonna be fun. Why is it that when I leave that's active? Okay. So Far From Home is a cinematic disaster. Anyone that thinks anything is remotely good about it is objectively wrong in every way, shape, or form. If you don't agree with my opinion, you are wrong. You are wrong in every way. So Network 1998, and whatever your name is, your opinion is invalid if you actually like Far From Home.
8.8 out of 10.
Well, that's it. I'm
pictures. Hello.
That's it. You're banned from my channel.
Gavin, what if your channel had 0% on Rotten Tomatoes? What would happen? Did you Rotten Tomatoes even give percentages to channels? I'm pretty sure they don't
give percentage scores to channels. That's not a thing.
That would be pretty smart, actually, though. To have an idea for channel critiques.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Hey, Gavin, I wouldn't care. Aiden, once again, when Gavin comes back, tell him movies you disagree with him on. Okay, here we go.
I told him I really don't disagree with you on a lot of things, honestly, minor disagreements. But Far From Home is probably the film we most disagree on. But we don't even really disagree with each other all that much on Far From Home.
Yeah, it's just you're wrong and I'm right.
I'm big and you're small. I'm right and you're wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. Sorry that like my setup's not very good. It's just that my
No,
internet
it's
just
fine. I like that. I missed that Deadpool poster in the closet of doom.
yeah, it disconnected. My internet disconnected, and like I'm just trying to get a little bit closer to the router of my
And here I
internet.
was fearing that was going to happen to me.
Yeah, you were fearing that was gonna happen to you, and look what happened to me. Thanks a lot, you jinxed it, you idiot.
I jinxed you.
Oh
Really,
yeah,
that
you.
was an awkward 5 minutes, though.
Okay. Hi. Oh, hi, Micah. He's probably gone by now, but
He
hi.
probably is, yeah.
I know you. Oh yeah, we do disagree with it. Why do they even hate it? Because it sucks. It's an objectively terrible movie. It's everything about that. It's so poorly written, honestly. Like if you really think about it, there's a stupid twist because Tony Stark named his company Blarg. He got mad at him and wanted revenge because he can't have that. And another thing that happens, and of course, Tony, Peter Parker, he lost someone that was very dear to him. Tony Stark. You want to know what he wants to do in this movie? He wants to get back. He wants to get a girlfriend. Yeah, sure.
Well, I think it's a good mixture of, wanting to, get with MJ as well as make Tony Stark proud, which is what the movie later goes on to, because spoiler alert, he then realizes that he doesn't need to be like Tony Stark. He has to do himself. That sounded like a weird thing.
Yeah.
But he has to do Peter. He has to stop trying to be, Tony Stark. He has to be Peter. So he then makes the suit that, he would make, which is, of course, the black and white suit. Beautiful suit. And that's kind of the overall meaning, just to stop trying and be who you're not. And, I mean, him going for MJ is a good plot point, I would say, because what else would you do with MJ in later movies?
Introduce her in the first one.
That's literally what they did.
Yeah, and she has like 5 seconds of screen time.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I feel like if it would, you want to know what would have been. The thing is, I feel like the Vulture should have been MJ's father, which would have been an interesting tie. Actually, that would have made a lot.
Yeah, actually.
And
to be fair, yeah, I do think in Homecoming, I do think that the girl that was Peter's date there, I think she's entirely useless other than having Vulture as a father.
Exactly. That is the only reason.
She moved to Oregon, so that gives me an opening.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's like the only reason why she's even in the movie. Yeah. And I feel like
that's a huge closet.
I feel like with Far From Home, MJ and Peter don't have as much chemistry, really. Like, if I'm being honest, like, really, what type of chemistry do they have? Like, honestly, like, I don't buy them that they're attracted to one another at all. I don't.
And, it's kind of like the Toy Story ideal, like, oh, God, you were filming all of that in your closet?
Yeah.
I just had a bit of a realization. I just realized that's your closet, and you've been filming everything in there. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
You have a big-ass closet, man.
Yeah, I do.
I can barely fit my movie collection in mine, let alone an entire set of scratch. Okay, now the tangent over. Going back to Toy Story. Friendship can spread from the strangest of places. So why can't love? In Shrek, the acclaimed film Shrek.
Well, there's a difference. Okay, there's a difference. Buzz Lightyear and Woody have chemistry, and they actually built up their relationship. What does Far From Home do?
Isn't that kind of like what high school relationships are like, though?
I wouldn't know.
I would know because I met plenty of people in high school, who have in relationships. Let me tell you, it doesn't last long, so don't be in a relationship until you're 25.
25? Okay.
Yeah, because that's when your brain fully, develops.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. But the thing is, still, I don't buy that they actually really like each other because Peter barely knows her. He doesn't know MJ very well.
Well, yet again, high school relationships. You can know the bare minimum. You can know their name, and that's it.
Oh yeah, the same thing. But it there's less emotional connection between the two because of this.
Yeah, fair enough on that. Honestly, I think that it would have been much more interesting to have them have a love relationship. I think it would have been more interesting to just have them as friends. That would have made it much more interesting, honestly. But of course, what if Gwen Stacy was in there though? Like, what if Gwen Stacy was the love interest? Like, they actually had a Gwen Stacy.
I still would
And
probably
MJ could kind of be like a sidekick of any sort. Not like, like a full-on, superhero sidekick, just like, a friend that knows that Peter is Spider-Man, so she can be like a wingman to him with a Gwen. I don't know. I'm just trying. If you can't tell, I make fan fiction. I don't.
Yeah, you do make fan fiction. The thing is, though, in the Spectacular Spider-Man, MJ has a personality in that, and guess what? Gwen Stacy, who is Peter Parker's love interest, spoiler alert, none of that really ever happens. They gave her a personality, they gave Gwen a personality, and MJ a personality in like a 20 episode, 40 episode TV show.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Actually, no, it was 26 episodes.
So many more questions now.
It was only 26 episodes. Okay, I just realized we're not even at. We should probably just keep up with the chat so we can get this to the 2-hour mark. Okay, I gotta scroll down because I broke my bottom arrow key. Give me a second. I like how it's just one guy spamming the entire chat. You didn't hear anything in the background? Okay. Remember when Gavin put Shrek Forever? Yeah, I still would put it there.
Yeah, honestly, I can kind of agree with that. I would rank it as number 3. I would rank it as number 3.
Yeah, honestly,
because I still think the first 2 are just perfect movies.
I think with the fourth one, it's like it's like an emotional payoff in a way. Like it's
definitely a good.
It's like the return of Shrek, of DreamWorks, honestly, in a way, and I love it. So Shrek 4, why I don't get. I mean, I know not that many people think it's bad now, or like most people just think it's okay. But like, I've never understood like why people have so many issues with it. I don't get it.
I think it's a good movie. I don't think it's top tier like you. I can see why it's top tier for you because it has a very good emotional payoff. In fact, I was thinking on whether or not I would make it my number 2 compared to the first film, but I'm just like. The first one just has a little bit more to it for me personally. I don't know why. It just does.
Okay, Aiden, Shrek 1 or Shrek 2?
Shrek 2.
I agree.
That's my favorite out of the entire 4 films.
It's okay. Like there's like almost nothing to talk about in Cars 3. Like there's nothing. Like there's
I like Cars 3. It's my favorite of the trilogy.
Really?
Villain's a bit weak, but the villain in every film is a bit weak. Let's be honest here.
Oh yeah, I mean besides like Chikao.
I think he's the best one of the entire series because he kind of poses a bit of a threat.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like a standard for the new age of cars and such.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he looks like he just looks as modern as Lightning McQueen, but that's another thing.
Yeah, I mean I don't really love any of the Cars movies. I think the first one's good, second one's terrible, and the third one's okay. That's just how I think of it.
The second one's a nothing movie. I don't even have anything to say about it. It's not that it's a terrible movie for me. I think it's just the worst Pixar movie, but that's just because Pixar has made just so many fantastic films. So it's sad to see them have a bit of a fall from grace with that.
I think it's by far the worst, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's definitely the worst one of the children.
No, I can't. No, I can't rank the Saw films. You've asked me multiple times if I've seen them, and I haven't. So just stop. I wouldn't rank them
I can't even imagine ranking all of them.
Yeah, I don't want
to Saw films right now.
Gavin, what do you think of Turbo, lame DreamWorks movie, and ripoff of? It's not a ripoff. Like it's not a ripoff at all. Turbo's not a bad movie, but it's not a ripoff of Cars in like any shape or form besides the fact that it's a racing movie. That's it.
I like Turbo, honestly. I think it's a pretty good movie.
I think Turbo's okay. I don't even like Turbo that much, but like honestly,
I think the acting's really good. You know, they got Ryan Reynolds. Forget like who plays the Purple Snail. They got Snoop Dogg. That's the whitest way he could be said. Yeah, I think he also has what's his name? I forget so many names. I have to start remembering things. But yeah, I think it has a good cast. I think the it also has Bill Hader as the villain. Yeah, the villain's the weakest part, honestly, for Turbo. But I still think that it's a good movie. It has a decent heart, and it always gets me hungry for tacos. Just the way they animated it, it just looks so good.
I think with Turbo, I think what I have with it, my what I don't really like about it very much is, I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just like, how can you really compare Turbo to Cars? Like, what is?
Yeah, it's other than like kind of being vehicle based. It's basically not at all the same thing.
Exactly. It's like I don't even like it, but like, there's how can you really compare them? I don't understand that.
It has cars in it. What do you not understand, Captain?
Thoughts on Venom? I haven't seen the trailer yet. I haven't been keeping it up on movie news recently.
I did a trailer reaction for that, and the link for my channel is down below in the description. So if you're down for seeing that, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Agreed. I agree with you.
Nicholas Lee, thank you for making it here.
Really easily? I think there's a lot, but I mean, I really like How to Train Your Dragon 2, but I think there's way better ones. I think How to Train Your Dragon 2 is the weakest of the three. I think, and I
didn't care for 2.
I think there's so many better ones. Honestly, I think The Prince of Egypt is way better. My favorite one. What is my favorite DreamWorks movie? Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon. Very generic pick, but like it's amazing. The Prince of Egypt deserves more appreciation. It's so underrated.
I really like Prince of Egypt. I really like Prince of Egypt. Yeah.
Like no one talks about it. How to Train Your Dragon 3 is amazing. I love it. Shrek 4 and Shrek 2, I think, are like probably some of the best that DreamWorks has ever made. I don't know. I think there's a lot of better DreamWorks movies than How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah, of course, Boss Baby exists.
More like Van, Let There Be Garbage. Okay. Nice. Worst DreamWorks movie, Boss Baby. I mean, it's up there. I don't know what movie score it is. I think it might be Shrek 3.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda. Easily my favorite.
Oh yeah, I love Kung Fu Panda 2 and 1 are both fantastic.
Honestly, I like the third one more than the second one, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my controversial opinions. I really like all of them. I love all of them. It was so difficult to like choose which one I like more. But the third one I just thought was so much more funny, had much better animation than 2. But I couldn't really hold it against the first one because it's 2008 and it was thought to be a flop. But I think I just really like the Kung Fu Panda movies. I like the third one. It goes from worst to best. Not saying that the second one's the worst by any means. It's a fantastic movie. Just all of them others are fantastic movies as well. Kung Fu Panda 2, Kung Fu Panda 3, and Kung Fu Panda. I really hope they don't make a fourth one.
Fourth one. Yeah, I mean, I will say the best part about Kung Fu Panda 3 is the ending and the first act, but the second act I'm not a big fan of at all.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, let's see. Best MCU movie is Infinity War. Worst MCU movie is Iron Man 2. Thor: The Dark World and Captain Marvel are one of the weak MCU movies. Iron Man 2 is boring. I agree with you with Iron Man 2. I agree with you on I think Captain Marvel is a disgrace to society, but at least you gave it a negative score. I don't mind Thor: The Dark World. I actually think it's okay. But Infinity War, I think, honestly, if we're counting miniseries, which I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or the first episode of Loki, I need to catch up on that. WandaVision is my favorite thing to come out of Marvel. Out of the MCU.
God, there really are not that many bad DreamWorks movies, honestly. I'm trying to find which one would be my least favorite, but it would probably have to be along the lines of Shark Tale, but I don't really even hate Shark Tale, really.
No.
Yeah.
Just
Not all
I
whitefish can do it.
I've yet to see Shark Tale. I gotta see it because it's.
I own it on Blu-ray. I'm one of those bastards.
Do you buy everything on Blu-ray?
Only if it interests me. And it really interested me, so yeah.
Okay, I know this is an interview, but there's this movie I want to recommend. Also, for the people that are watching this, I'm doing the video essay on this movie because I absolutely love it. It's called "It's Such a Beautiful Day." It's on Look Movie. I'll link it right here in the chat right now, and I'll link it to all you guys so you guys can all watch it. It's for free on this website. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like just the perfect opportunity to recommend it. It's just like it's a brilliant movie. I'll link it right now. Because I watched it and it's my second favorite movie I've ever made. It's so elegant and just it's so unique. It's sick. It's like an hour long, and it says more than like any other movie. So yeah, here I'm gonna link it now. I'll link it in the description too. I just wanted to spend time to do this because it is so brilliant. So. Okay, I just had to get that off my chest because I remembered. Does the link actually work though?
What?
Does the link actually work?
Let me check. Yep, it works.
Okay. Well, now for everyone, I'll link it. I'm gonna link it in the description after this live stream's done. I'll put in the comments once this whole thing's over. But yeah, I just wanted to give a second to do that. Like, I'm sorry that was kind of unprofessional of me, but.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I completely get it. You know, I'm actually glad because I need something to watch sometimes, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like an hour long, and it says more than most movies double its runtime. Like Far From Home, for example. It says so much more than Far From Home.
Well, many films tend to, Gavin.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay. Now, I think we should try to somewhat wrap this up. Number 15. Let's see. Any future goals for YouTube?
I don't have any set goals, really. I never really have. I'm getting close to 300, though, so that's going to be insane. But my goal would probably have to be, you know, to make my first collaboration. I'm getting there ever so slowly, you know. I got actually quite a couple sales. I'm a popular guy as of late. I'm not going to lie. I managed to get this interview, and I got, like, multiple people get planning, like, you know, collaboration. So, I mean, that's another thing. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm excited to do so many collaborations with so many people who I've, you know, wanted to just work with for a long while. So, I mean, that's pretty much the only plans that I have or goals or any sort. Mm-hmm. I'm not really a goal-oriented person, as sad as that sounds. I just really, it's not what matters to me mostly.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, subscribers, like, I've never really thought about doing this as a job. I've somewhat thought about it, and then I started thinking, like, I'm never gonna get there. I'm never gonna be like famous off this. It's probably not gonna happen. I'm just gonna have fun doing it. And that's kind of just what happened.
Exactly. I don't think any of us started, and by us I mean, like, you know, everyone on, like, you know, who makes film reviews that we know of. I don't think any of us really planned to have this as, like, you know, a main ordeal. We just did it for fun, and we're having fun.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's what it's fun doing this. I like doing it. I like watching movies, and I'm like talking about even like the album. Like, this gives me a way to like promote music in a way, which isn't it's not the reason why I made this channel, but it's like gives me the opportunity to like promote my own stuff, and I love doing that. Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future for me. Back to the Future, probably. I think both of them are pretty even. I haven't seen Ghostbusters in a long time, but I guess honestly they're both just like entertaining movies. Like, they're both not like one of the best movies ever made. I wouldn't consider them anywhere like near like maybe not even the top 100 best movies, but I just find them both so fun. They're both like just delightful movies.
I kind of honestly think Ghostbusters is the better movie. I think it's a better comedy, but I still enjoy Back to the Future a little bit more. I don't know. It's difficult to tell. It's just one of those movie mixes where I'm just like, oh, which one do I go for? The one that's on my wall or the one that's in my closet?
Wait, you have one of them on your wall and one of them in your closet?
Not like poster, but I have Ghostbusters somewhere in here. Sounds like these were up to question. Oh, there it is. Although it does depend which Ghostbusters we're talking about. The fantastic movie that I don't care what anyone says I enjoy, or the classic.
Okay, the classic.
Yes, I own this proudly. I don't care what anyone says. It's not a very good movie, but I enjoy it.
Okay, well, I haven't seen it, so I can't bully you yet. Okay, so now that's okay. How to Train Dragon Trilogy ranked 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1. Okay, so the opposite of mine. Basically. Yeah, what would yours be? Or what?
Is Cujo in your hallway?
What?
Is Cujo in your hallway? Because damn, I can hear it.
Yeah. My dogs are so annoying. They bark at everything.
That's in their nature.
What would you rank the How to Train Dragon movies?
From like worst to best, it would be 2, 1, 3.
Okay, well that's close to mine. Mine is 2, 3, 1.
I just really like the third one. The How to Train Your Dragon movies, I've never had nostalgia for it. It's never been a series for me, but I can know when, they're good movies, and 1 and 3 are very good movies, and 2 is not. Don't come at me.
I think 2 is good. I think it has a lot of problems though.
Has a weak villain, Drago Bloodfist, the very
Right. I mean, I think he's pretty threatening, but he doesn't have much going for him.
He's just not all that threatening, honestly, for me. Captain Marvel and Thor: The Dark World are fine. The only one I don't like is Iron Man 2.
There's a good amount of MC movies I don't like. I mean, I love a lot of theirs, but there's Iron Man 3, Far From Home, obviously. Captain Marvel, Thor: The Dark World, I think is fine. It's okay. Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. I don't know if I said that before, but I did. Yeah, there's some I really think are terrible. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I hate. There's just they make some great movies like Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and great movies like that, but it's they have some really bad ones.
Interesting how Endgame wasn't on that little list you had there.
Oh, I think Endgame's okay now. I've always bashed it ironically, not unironically, so.
I enjoy it. It's a good movie. I can see why so many people love it. I'm really sad I didn't see it in theaters because it sounded like so much fun. I just missed out on Marvel movies as a whole, honestly, when the hell happened.
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's your camera. There we go. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Take that, internet.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I think there's some really bad MC movies, but there's some really great ones in my opinion. So, yeah. Have you heard of Dirk Gently's holistic detect? No, I don't know what that is. I've never seen it.
I don't know what that is either, honestly.
My Spider-Man ranking: 8, The Amazing Spider-Man 2; 7, The Amazing Spider-Man; 6, Spider-Man 3; 5, Homecoming; 4. I'm just gonna pretend you didn't put that there. 3, Spider-Man 1; 2, Spider-Verse; and 1, Spider-Man 2. I agree with a lot of your list. I'm gonna be honest, but I mean it's your list, whatever. It's your opinion, but Far From Home over The Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, block Nicholas Lee ban him from my channel. And there we go.
Trying to find my Letterboxd here. 1 second.
Oh, I need to follow. I haven't followed you on Letterboxd yet, I don't think.
Oh yeah, I forgot, honestly.
Yeah, I forgot you existed.
Okay, so it ain't letting me sign in. I do not remember my list either.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It'd be easier if there was a search bar, but my 2008 laptop just cannot handle it.
I guess I'll just say mine while you're desperately looking for yours. Why did I say desperately? What's wrong with me today?
I am pretty desperate at this point.
Yeah, exactly. You're on my channel.
I'm on this interview. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're at this interview for over an hour. Like, it's been like 90 minutes. Wow.
Got nothing better to do. This is all I have.
Exactly, me. Because I made your channel. Okay. So, number 1 for me is The Amazing Spider-Man. Love it. So underrated. And no, everyone overhates it, in my opinion. Number 2, Spider-Man the Spider-Verse. Number 3, Spider-Man 2. Number 4, Spider-Man 5. The third one, Spider-Man 3. 6, Spider-Man Homecoming. 7, The Amazing Spider-Man. 8, I don't even need to say it. You guys know what it is.
I believe my list of most the best is Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. I think number 6 is the first Spider-Man. I really like it, but I just can't beat it. Number 5 is well, actually, I can't tell. I need to actually check 1 second. I really just wish they would show me the goddamn things, but when I search it up on my account, it's just black pictures. It's just nothing. It doesn't even tell me the names. So I'm just kind of working off this. Number 6 is either the first Spider-Man movie or Amazing Spider-Man. Number 5 is Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man. I don't know. Number 4 is Far From Home or Homecoming. Number 3 is Homecoming, I believe. Number 2 is Spider-Man 2, and number 1 is Into the Spider-Verse because it's God's end of a film.
I mean, I think Spider-Verse has some issues. It's not perfect, but at the same time, it's a great movie. So
oh yes, it's the guy who couldn't even finish a review on it.
Yeah, I was doing a full analysis on every single scene of the movie.
Fair enough.
The first half of it, the first part, was 15 minutes, and that wasn't even half of the film. Yeah. Gavin, if you tried watching, I would be grossed out. And the thing is, it's I've said before, there's this, it's I say before to the same person, it's if you're here and you keep asking me over and over, hey, Gavin, can you see them? Can you see them? Will you see them? Will you
you're just going to magically see it.
Yeah, it's I'm going to just magically out of nowhere just be able to watch it. Come back in the next 3 years, and then we'll see. Not even.
Yeah, because something called parents exist, and there are repercussions.
Exactly. I'm not 21 years old. What do you think? If I can't watch if I haven't seen the first one movies and I say I can't see them, how am I gonna rank them? But yeah, it's just
honestly, the first movie's not even that bad. I think it gets worse as the films go on. When it comes to gore, they definitely get worse as films as they go on. But when it comes to the first one, the gore isn't horrible, honestly.
I don't know. I don't really. I've never had any interest in watching the Saw movies. Maybe the first one, but besides the first one, I've never really wanted to watch them. Even if I could, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one in Jigsaw. Other than that, they're not really good movies, from what I gather.
Iron Man trilogy ranked 3, Iron Man 2, 2, Iron Man 1.
I liked Iron Man 2.
Moving on.
I think Slash is a good villain.
Yeah. I don't get why people like it, to be honest. I hate Iron Man 3.
I don't care for Iron Man 3 either, honestly. It's just it's fine by all accounts of MCU, but it's just the final third of the film is the best part, honestly, but that's literally just because it's a bunch of robots fighting.
And it doesn't make any sense. How is he able to control them all at once?
How? How's that possible, huh? Think of that, MCU. You're being unrealistic.
Well, it's still dumb.
What do you think of? I like Age of Ultron, honestly. It's not perfect by any means. The villain has his problems, but
I like how you compare one of the best MCU movies to one of the worst MCU movies.
I like Civil War. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen at least half of it.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't go on for another. Hopefully this isn't another Fretsky live stream. And I love Doctor Strange. I don't like Age of Ultron, and I love Civil War.
I like Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, I think Doctor Strange is really underrated. But I understand that. Civil War is probably one of the greatest MCU movies. It has its flaws, but it's still a great movie. Is the OG what? What is the OG of?
The OG DreamWorks movie? Because if so, yeah, it kind of is. But I mean,
It's not the
can't beat
first
Shrek.
one. Ants was the first
Yeah,
one.
the first one was Ants, and everyone talks about Ants now, do they?
The Prince of Egypt was supposed to be the first DreamWorks movie, but then Larry Katzenberg.
I think the movie's good by many accounts. You know, it has its problems. The villain is very weak, but I mean, hey, the animation's beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect mix of 3D and 2D.
What do you think of Illumination? I don't like them. No one likes them. Like, it's not even
No
controversial.
one likes Illumination.
I mean, honestly, some people say I really don't like Illumination guys. Like, I know, but like, who likes them? No one. It's not controversial.
No one. The only films that people like, and I don't even really like the ones I'm about to name, are Despicable Me, Sing, and The Grinch. I like Despicable Me. I don't love it, but I hate Sing with a burning passion. And The Grinch is just mediocre.
Honestly, The Grinch might be the second best Illumination movie.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. So the second Despicable Me movie is easily the worst of the series. I kind of like the third one, but I still have plenty of problems with it. It's mainly because of the '80s style villain.
I mean, it's at least it's fun. At least it's trying to be fun, unlike the second one.
Yeah, with that film, it's just like there obviously was a writer on board who was just like, I want to have a job after this. We still had to sit there, you know, Gru flying through the air naked in bubblegum. That's a sentence that God has given me to say.
I prefer Far From Home above The Amazing Spider-Man. Not that The Amazing Spider-Man is bad, just okay. Most people think it's just okay. I think it's beyond that.
I like The Amazing Spider-Man a lot, honestly.
Like, normally people will just say it's okay, and that, as in, like, that's like the mainstream opinion, which is fine.
It has a very thick Blu-ray case. I'm not even gonna lie.
I know. Who doesn't like thick Blu-ray cases?
It's not even like it's all that big of a package. I've got to take out the code here. Not that I haven't used it, but like it's not even like it's packing too much. Honestly, literally. Well, the disc always falls out there, but always have to be careful here. But yeah, honestly, I really just couldn't get it. I like how people could really dislike the movie as much as they do, because I think it's a great movie.
I mean, I don't
problems, you know. I think that the villain's a little bit weak, but I think that he has a great redemption at the end by helping Peter up, which goes to show comic Spider-Man would have done it for them. So arguably, the villain would have done it for them, seeing how the villain is pretty easy to understand. He just wanted his arm back.
I think why people don't like it as much is because of the fact that, like, normally people either say, and what I'm trying to say is, most people either say it's bad or okay, and that's normally what people say. But I don't know. I think it's a lot more than what I feel says it.
It just happened too soon. Like, they were planning to make Spider-Man 4. That couldn't come into fruition. But to keep their contract for Spider-Man, they had to make a film every 5 years. So they just had to. So they had to reboot the series. It was the easiest way, and really,
it paid off.
That was pretty much the only option at the time, and it was just too soon. Like, literally, the series had ended in 2007. That was the first Spider-Man film. So that was like a couple of years beforehand. So it was just too soon for people. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I got some hate there.
The Amazing Spider-Man movies are bad. The first is meh. Okay. Far From Home, yes. Far From Home is. I'm sorry, I don't see how anyone could like it. I just don't.
Amazing Spider-Man 2? No one likes that movie. It has so many problems, and they really, really did ruin Adam Garfield's possible career.
Andrew Garfield.
Garfield the Cats.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah,
he had a great possibility for being the next Spider-Man. So it's really just a shame that he didn't get his chance.
It wasn't even Mark Webb's fault. It was just the studio.
It wasn't even Mark Webb's fault. It was that stupid Russian guy's fault. I'm not like he just wanted constantly. He's the reason that Spider-Man 3 sucked. He was just like, oh no, you had to put Venom in there. Play, I'm Russian. Like that's the reason he sucked, because he had to push in Venom into Spider-Man 3. It wasn't even gonna have Venom, but no, he's the reason that film sucked. There, he's the reason that Amazing Spider-Man 2 sucked, because he thought that he had to like squeeze a million universes in there because the new MCU thing's happening. Yeah, that's my best impression. He's. I don't know why he hasn't been fired by Amy Pelosi yet. Honestly,
I mean, if they ruined Spider-Man, they've already. Let's be honest. There's probably a lot of things they've forced in Spider-Man Far From Home because it's just that bad. I hate it. I say it too much, but if we're talking about Spider-Man movies, I hate it.
I think one day you're gonna like actually enjoy it, and you're gonna feel bad about all the things that you said.
No, I will never.
In hell, like hell you are, huh?
Even the first time I saw it, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Then I gave it a B-. Then I said it was pretty bad. Then I rewatched it and I hated it.
Made over $1 billion though in the box office, so it's easy coin.
Unfortunately, it made that much money. I just found The Amazing Spider-Man incredibly boring. Okay, I don't see why that is. I think it's very well paced. I think the development for Peter Parker is phenomenal. I think the story is very well told.
Yeah, honestly, I think it has its problems, but overall, decent film.
It would be at the bottom. I hate Venom. I mean, I don't like it, but it's okay. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Critic, what do you think about Venom?
I do not own Far From Home on physical. I just realized I own it only on digital. Oh, that's funny.
Venom.
Upon recollection, it's always weird. I do own Homecoming on physical, so that's.
Sorry. Yeah, you didn't see that. Yeah, okay. So we're almost done with this anyways. So what do you think about him?
It's fine. I think that the sequel is going to be way better because this film was trying far too hard to like mix comedy and also like is he behind this? 1 second. The Russian guy.
The Russian. I like how we're referring to him as the Russian.
Yeah, because frankly, he's a very Russian man. Like you can tell that he's Russian immediately because he has that very strong accent. He's very high pitched voice though. I don't know why I gave him a very low pitch. I can't find his name because for some reason they decided to make the letters thin as all hell at the bottom. I don't know why they do that. It makes it so much more difficult to read. But yeah, I think it's fine. Honestly, as a movie, it has so many problems with it. Though the villain's very weak. They shouldn't have had a symbiote as the villain in the first film, and I think the Drake villain, the guy, he's just not very threatening. Honestly. He was giving off a very Jafar performance, like in the Aladdin remake.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Aladdin remake, but you might be right. Okay, so that's going to be for the live stream. That's all I really got to say. Yeah.
Aladdin is decent. It's very decent.
Okay. Kid Critic's channel will be in the description. I mean, Zayden's channel will be in the description below. Go check it out. Also, go check out It's Such a Beautiful Day. Hopefully, I can put it in the comment section because it's a beautiful movie. And I want to recommend it to as many people as I can. It just happens to be on an interview live stream. But, yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.